Let's explore 30 of the most powerful African-American music icons ever. First on our list is one of the most prolific executives and profound minds in music. 30. L.A. Reid and Babyface. L.A. Reid stands as a titan in the industry, having shaped the careers of countless artists and left an indelible mark on the world of music. With his keen ear for talent, strategic vision, and unparalleled business acumen, Reid has played a pivotal role in shaping the contemporary music landscape. Reid's talents as a producer and songwriter caught the attention of industry insiders, leading to collaborations with artists like Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown, and Toni Braxton. A defining moment in L.A. Reid's career came when he co-founded LaFace Records with his business partner, Kenneth Babyface Edmonds, in 1989. Under Reid's leadership, LaFace Records became one of the most successful and influential labels of the 1990s, launching the careers of iconic artists like TLC, Outkast, and Usher. The label's innovative approach to R&B and hip-hop music helped redefine the sound of contemporary urban music and solidify Reid's reputation as a visionary executive. 29. 2 Live Crew. Hip-hop could not have reached the levels of self-expression, good, bad, or freaky, without the revolutionary group, the 2 Live Crew. Popping out in the late 80s was an explicit, speaker-busting sound coming out of Miami, Florida. Uncle Luke, Fresh Kid Ice, DJ Mr. Mix, and Amazing V pushed the boundaries of free speech in music, which eventually pinned them directly against the United States and censorship. The defining moment for 2 Live Crew came with the release of their 1989 album, As Nasty as They Wanna Be. This album, known for its explicit content, became the first album in history to be deemed legally obscene. The group's legal battles over the album's content culminated in a landmark 1992 U.S. Supreme Court decision that overturned the obscenity ruling, thereby affirming the group's First Amendment rights. This case, along with their continued defiance of censorship, solidified their legacy as pioneers of free speech in music. As Nasty as They Wanna Be went double platinum, selling over 2 million copies. Their single, Be So Horny, became a major hit, reaching the top of the Billboard charts. 2 Live Crew's impact on music extends beyond their explicit lyrics and controversial image. They were instrumental in the fight for free speech within the music industry, challenging censorship laws and advocating for artists' rights to express themselves freely. This struggle resonated with many musicians and set a precedent for future artists who pushed the boundaries of lyrical content. 28. Nina Simone. One of the most powerful and iconic voices of all time comes straight from Tryon, North Carolina. Known as the High Priestess of Soul, Nina Simone's music transcended genres, blending classical jazz, blues, and gospel. Her powerful voice and emotionally charged performances made her an iconic figure in music and an outspoken advocate for civil rights. She released over 40 albums during her lifetime, including timeless classics such as I Put a Spell on You, Feeling Good, and Ain't Got No, I Got Life. Her music tackled themes of love, pain, and social justice, resonating with audiences worldwide. However, it was her 1964 performance at the Newport Jazz Festival and the release of the civil rights anthem Mississippi Goddam that truly cemented her status as a powerful voice in both music and activism. Nina Simone's impact on music is immeasurable. She broke barriers by combining classical music with jazz, blues, and folk, creating a unique sound that influenced countless artists across genres. Simone's work continues to resonate, with her songs frequently covered and sampled by contemporary artists, ensuring her legacy endures. 27. Jay-Z. Often referred to as the Michael Jordan of rap, before Jay-Z, rap was still considered an offshoot of R&B, a passing fad. But just like MJ took the NBA to new heights, Jay did the same with rap. Jay-Z's journey in music began in the Rough Marcy projects, where he first showcased his lyrical prowess and storytelling ability as a young rapper. Despite the glow and the challenges of street life, Jay found footing with fellow neighborhood rapper Jaz-O, and was able to tour with legendary rapper Big Daddy Kane. He struck out on his own when he released his debut album, Reasonable Doubt, in 1996. With his gritty lyrics and innovative production, the album established Jay-Z as a force to be reckoned with in the world of hip-hop. Following in the footsteps of his predecessors like Run DMC and LL Cool J, Jay knew rap was bigger than New York City. However, Jay found a way to weave popularity with authenticity and found the perfect formula in 1998 when he dropped his third album, A Hard Knock Life Volume 2, which featured the chart-topping single Hard Knock Life. His dominance in rap culminated in 2001 when he took on the moniker of God MC in his critically acclaimed album, The Blueprint. Widely regarded as one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time, The Blueprint showcased Jay-Z's lyrical prowess, masterful flow, and unmatched storytelling ability. With iconic tracks like Takeover and Izzo, The album solidified Jay-Z's status as one of the greatest rappers of his generation and set the stage for his future dominance in the music industry. Jay-Z's list of achievements is nothing short of extraordinary. With over 100 million records sold worldwide, he is one of the best-selling music artists of all time. Jay has 14 #1 albums and has won 23 Grammy Awards. Jay-Z also recognized the far-reaching abilities of not only hip-hop, but its likeness and image. He has built a vast business empire, including investments in fashion, sports management, and entertainment. He co-founded the record label Rockefeller Records, the clothing line Rocawear, and the streaming service Tidal, among other ventures. 26. Birdman and Slim. You can't tell the last 30 years of music, especially hip-hop, without including the work of two brothers out of New Orleans. Brian Birdman Williams and Ronald Slim Williams are brothers and co-founders of Cash Money Records, one of the most successful hip-hop labels in history. Their influence extends far beyond their roles as record executives, as they have played a pivotal role in shaping the sound and direction of hip-hop over the past few decades. And in 1991, they founded Cash Money Records, which they initially operated out of their home. In 1998, after making a name for themselves regionally, they broke through to the masses when their artist, Juvenile, dropped his album 400 Degrees. The album became a massive commercial success, putting Cash Money Records on the map and establishing the label as a powerhouse in the hip-hop industry. This success paved the way for future signings and catapulted Cash Money to the forefront of the music scene. While Slim played in the shadows as an executive, Birdman became a face in rap by releasing his own albums alongside legendary producer Mannie Fresh as the Big Timers. The duo were nominated for Grammys for their hit single, Still Fly. Along with Juvenile and the Big Timers, Cash Money introduced the world to BG, Turk, and a 14-year-old rapper named Lil Wayne. They went on to form the award-winning group, the Hot Boys. They all went on to release platinum albums as a group and solo artists. Under their leadership, Cash Money has achieved countless platinum and multi-platinum certifications, as well as numerous awards and accolades. Birdman and Slim's business acumen and keen eye for talent have earned them widespread recognition and respect within the industry. Along with their offshoot label, Young Money, they are responsible for the early success of artists like Tyga, Nicki Minaj, and Drake, and even revived the careers of legendary artists like Tina Marie. Birdman and Slim's impact on music cannot be overstated. Through Cash Money Records, they have helped shape the sound and direction of hip-hop, influencing countless artists and shaping the cultural landscape of the genre. Leave a comment below and you could win a shout out in our next video. 25. J. Prince. James Prince, better known as J. Prince, is a legendary figure in the hip-hop industry, renowned as a music executive, entrepreneur, and influential figure in the world of rap music. As the founder and CEO of Rap-A-Lot Records, he has played a pivotal role in shaping the southern rap scene and elevating Houston's prominence in the hip-hop landscape. J. Prince's journey in the music industry began in the mid-1980s when he founded Rap-A-Lot Records in Houston, Texas. Frustrated by the lack of opportunities for southern artists in the rap industry, he sought to create a platform for local talent to showcase their music and talent. With a vision for authenticity and raw lyricism, J. Prince set out to establish Rap-A-Lot as a powerhouse in the hip-hop world. Throughout his career, J. Prince has achieved numerous milestones and accolades. Under his leadership, Rap-A-Lot Records has launched the careers of some of the most iconic artists in hip-hop, including Scarface, Bun B, and Devin the Dude. Rap-A-Lot introduced the masses to the synthesizer-heavy instrumentation that was perfected by legendary producer Mike Dean. The label has produced countless hit records and albums, earning critical acclaim and commercial success. J. Prince's keen eye for talent and business savvy have made him a respected figure in the industry, and his contributions to hip-hop culture are widely celebrated. J. Prince's impact on music extends far beyond his role as a record executive. His influence can be felt in the work of countless artists who have been inspired by his vision and commitment to authenticity. J. Prince's legacy looms large in the hip-hop world, and his contributions continue to shape the genre to this day. J. Prince is revered as a legend and trailblazer in the hip-hop industry, admired for his entrepreneurial spirit, business acumen, and unwavering dedication to his craft. His impact on music and culture is immeasurable, and his legacy will continue to inspire future generations of artists, entrepreneurs, and music enthusiasts. 24. Andre Harrell. Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, and Diddy were all made possible by one man, Andre Harrell. Andre Harrell was a pioneering figure in the music industry, known for his influential contributions to hip-hop and R&B. He played a significant role in shaping the sound and direction of contemporary urban music, introducing to the world the New Jack era of music. Harrell's true impact came when he transitioned into a behind-the-scenes role as a record executive and producer. Soon after, Harrell met and became fast friends with Def Jam founder Russell Simmons, who encouraged him to join the Rush management team. Andre quickly rose to vice president, and grooming superstar acts like LL Cool J prompted him to retire his own artistic pursuits and focus on developing and promoting talent instead. In 1986, Andre launched Uptown Records, and his first act was a smooth, yellow, heavy-set fellow by the name of Heavy D. The hip-hop scene was bustling with young rap labels like Def Jam and Tommy Boy Records, but Harrell was an R&B aficionado and saw the future of the genre in the emerging New Jack Swing sound. Uptown was created as a place to merge hip-hop and R&B, not just the music but the cultures, to capture the unfiltered ghetto fabulous style and energy of Harlem. Uptown quickly put out hit releases from the hip-hop group Heavy D and the Boys, R&B singer Al B. Sure, and R&B group Guy, led by New Jack Swing producer Teddy Riley. The young label wasn't just selling music, but a lifestyle. Like his idol, Motown founder Berry Gordy, Harrell had an acute instinct for artist development and imaging. Uptown crafted imagery was later a central part in newcomers Mary J. Blige and Jodeci, changing the face and look of R&B by mixing in hip-hop and street style. Harrell expanded Uptown's reach to film and TV in 1991 with Strictly Business, which featured Halle Berry in her first major role. In the next 2 years, Uptown was the leading urban record label under Andre's leadership. Along the way, he mentored a young, ambitious A&R executive named Sean Combs, who he would later fire, because Andre believed Sean Puffy Combs was ready to venture out on his own. 23. Whitney Houston. Known simply as The Voice, Whitney Houston is undoubtedly one of the best, if not the greatest, vocalists of all time. She captivated audiences with her unparalleled talent, stunning beauty, and undeniable charisma. With a voice that soared to breathtaking heights and a presence that commanded the stage, Houston became a global icon and a symbol of musical excellence. Whitney Houston was born into a musical family, with her mother, Cissy Houston, being a renowned gospel singer. From a young age, Houston showcased her extraordinary vocal abilities, performing in church choirs and talent shows. Her breakthrough came when she was discovered by record executive Clive Davis, who recognized her immense potential and signed her to Arista Records in the early 1980s. Her debut self-titled album in 1985 spawned 3 consecutive #1 singles, Saving All My Love for You, How Will I Know, and Greatest Love of All, and established Houston as a chart-topping sensation. With her powerhouse vocals and magnetic stage presence, Houston captivated audiences and set the stage for a legendary career. Whitney Houston's list of achievements is nothing short of extraordinary. She amassed countless awards throughout her career, including multiple Grammy Awards, Billboard Music Awards, and American Music Awards. Her record-breaking achievements include 7 consecutive #1 singles on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and the best-selling soundtrack album of all time for The Bodyguard. Houston's impact on the music industry and popular culture is immeasurable, earning her a permanent place in music history. Whitney Houston's impact on music transcends genres and generations, leaving an indelible mark on the fabric of popular culture. Her unparalleled vocal range, technical prowess, and emotional depth set a new standard for vocal excellence in the music industry. 22. Beyoncé. We have a few queens that we'll cover, but none quite put it down like Queen Bee. Beyoncé reigns supreme as one of the most influential and iconic figures in contemporary music. With her unparalleled vocal talent, electrifying performances, and unwavering dedication to her craft, Beyoncé has captivated audiences around the globe and solidified her status as a true pop culture phenomenon. Houston, Texas born and bred, Beyoncé's journey to stardom began at an early age when she first broke onto the national broadcast as a member of the group Girls Tyme. After rebranding, that group re-emerged as one of the best-selling girl groups of all time, Destiny's Child. With hits like Say My Name, Survivor, and Bootylicious, Destiny's Child dominated the charts and became synonymous with the sound of late 90s and early 2000s R&B. Beyoncé made her solo debut with 2003's Dangerously in Love. The album spawned chart-topping singles like Crazy in Love and Baby Boy, and earned Beyoncé 5 Grammy Awards, establishing her as a force to be reckoned with in her own right. From that moment on, Beyoncé's solo career soared to new heights, and she quickly became one of the most recognizable and influential artists in the world. Beyoncé's list of achievements is nothing short of remarkable. With 32 Grammy Awards to her name, she sits alone as the most awarded artist ever. She has sold over 100 million records worldwide, making her one of the best-selling music artists of all time. In 2023, with her Renaissance World Tour, the Queen grossed $580 million, making that tour the highest-grossing tour by a Black artist ever. Beyoncé's impact on music is immeasurable. As a performer, she has redefined the standards of live entertainment with her electrifying stage presence and boundary-pushing visuals. As a vocalist, she possesses a powerhouse voice that effortlessly spans multiple genres, from R&B to pop to hip-hop and gospel. Beyoncé's music is characterized by its boldness, authenticity, and unapologetic celebration of Black culture, inspiring millions of fans around the world to embrace their own individuality and strength. 21. N.W.A. Coming straight out of Compton was a crazy little group called N.W.A. They would become one of the most influential and controversial hip-hop groups in history. In the late 1980s, N.W.A. revolutionized rap music with their raw and unfiltered portrayal of urban life, giving voice to the struggles and frustrations of young African Americans in the inner cities. The group's confrontational style and provocative lyrics sparked widespread debate and ultimately reshaped the landscape of hip-hop. The group featured Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, MC Ren, and DJ Yella. The group's formation was driven by Eazy-E's vision of creating a record label, Ruthless Records, and producing music that reflected the harsh realities of street life in Compton. With Dr. Dre's production skills, Ice Cube's powerful lyrics, and Eazy-E's entrepreneurial spirit, N.W.A. quickly gained attention for their uncompromising style and authenticity. The release of their debut studio album, Straight Outta Compton, in 1988, marked a defining moment for N.W.A. The album's title track, along with songs like F the Police and Gangsta Gangsta, captured the raw energy and anger of the streets. Straight Outta Compton became an instant classic, propelling N.W.A. to national fame and igniting a firestorm of controversy. The group's explicit and politically charged lyrics drew the ire of law enforcement agencies, politicians, and media outlets, but also resonated deeply with fans who felt their voices were finally being heard. Despite being banned from many mainstream radio stations and receiving limited media coverage, Straight Outta Compton achieved remarkable commercial success, eventually going triple platinum. N.W.A.'s fearless approach to addressing social issues, such as police brutality, racial profiling, and systemic inequality, set a new standard for hip-hop. The group was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2016, a testament to their lasting impact on music and culture. Individual members also went on to achieve significant success in their solo careers, further cementing N.W.A.'s legacy. N.W.A.'s impact on music is immeasurable. Even when the group dissolved, it gave the world more great art from Eazy-E, Ice Cube, and Dr. Dre. We are breaking down 30 of the most iconic Black figures in music. Let's continue. 20. Miles Davis. Miles Davis was not only a virtuoso musician, but also a pioneer in various jazz styles, including bebop, cool jazz, and jazz fusion. His career spanned over 5 decades, during which he continuously pushed the boundaries of music and challenged traditional notions of the genre. Upon moving to New York City in the late 1940s, Miles attended the Juilliard School, but soon dropped out to immerse himself in the city's vibrant jazz scene. Davis's early career was marked by collaborations with legendary musicians such as Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, and Thelonious Monk, where he honed his improvisational skills and developed his distinctive sound. His 1959 album, Kind of Blue, is widely regarded as one of the greatest jazz albums of all time. Kind of Blue revolutionized the genre with its modal jazz approach and laid-back, introspective mood. The album showcased Davis's masterful trumpet playing, alongside an ensemble of exceptional musicians, including John Coltrane, Cannonball Adderley, and Bill Evans, and solidified his reputation as a visionary artist. Miles recorded over 50 albums as a band leader and collaborated with a diverse range of artists from different genres, from jazz giants like Herbie Hancock and Wayne Shorter, to rock icons like Jimi Hendrix and Carlos Santana. Throughout his career, Miles Davis earned numerous accolades and achievements, including 9 Grammy Awards and induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Davis's influence extended beyond music, as he was also a fashion icon and cultural trendsetter, known for his sharp suits and cool demeanor. He was at the forefront of almost every development in jazz during the 20th century and played a crucial role in shaping the evolution of the genre. 19. Kanye West. He'll tell you he should be number 1 on our list, and there's definitely a case that could be made for the incredible impact and influence of Mr. West on music. Kanye West, the enigmatic and boundary-pushing artist, has left an indelible mark on the landscape of music. With his fearless creativity, bold vision, and uncompromising artistry, West has transcended the confines of genre and redefined the possibilities of hip-hop and popular culture. Born in Atlanta but raised in Chicago, Kanye West began his musical journey as a producer, crafting beats for local artists and honing his skills in the underground hip-hop scene. His early breaks came as a producer for artists like Jay-Z and Alicia Keys, where he was able to showcase his prodigious talent and innovative production style. After shopping himself as a rapper, famously playing record execs' future hits like Jesus Walks, but being told to stick to beats, he finally convinced Rockefeller Records to give him a shot, and in 2004, Kanye released his debut album, The College Dropout, marking the beginning of his meteoric rise to stardom as a solo artist. The College Dropout went on to sell almost 500,000 copies in its first week, going on to be certified platinum 4 times. His sophomore release, Late Registration, doubled the first week's sales of his debut and won him a Grammy for Rap Album of the Year, his second in a row. West has continued to push the boundaries of music and art. From his cinematic videos to his elaborate stage productions, his influence extends beyond the realm of music, shaping the cultural zeitgeist and inspiring a generation of artists and entrepreneurs. Kanye West's impact on music is undeniable, reshaping the landscape of hip-hop and popular culture with its groundbreaking sound and provocative lyrics. His willingness to push boundaries and challenge conventions has earned him both praise and criticism, but there's no denying the lasting influence of his artistic vision. 18. Ray Charles. Often referred to as Ray the Genius, Ray Charles was a pioneering musician whose innovative blend of soul, R&B, gospel, and blues transformed the American music landscape. Born on September 23, 1930, in Albany, Georgia, Ray lost his sight completely by the age of 7 due to glaucoma, but his lack of sight didn't deter his vision. Charles began playing piano at an early age and honed his musical skills while he attended the Florida School for the Deaf and the Blind. Heavily influenced by gospel and the blues, Ray brought them together with his own secular lyrics with his 1954 release of I Got a Woman. This song is widely considered one of the first soul songs and marked the birth of the soul genre. Ray Charles won 17 Grammy Awards, including the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 1987. His crossover success in the 1960s with hits like Georgia on My Mind and Hit the Road Jack earned him international fame. Charles was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986, highlighting his influence across multiple genres. His album, Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music, was a groundbreaking work that further showcased his versatility. Ray Charles's ability to seamlessly blend gospel, blues, jazz, and country into a unique and appealing sound paved the way for future musical innovations. Charles's emotive voice and innovative arrangements transformed the way music was created and appreciated. 17. Isaac Hayes. Isaac Hayes was a musical genius, cultural icon, and known as the innovator of soul music and an architect of hip-hop. Renowned for his deep, velvety voice, innovative songwriting, and groundbreaking arrangements, Hayes left an indelible mark on the music industry and popular culture as a whole. A defining moment in Isaac Hayes' career came with the release of his groundbreaking album, Hot Buttered Soul, in 1969. Featuring extended jazz-influenced arrangements and Hayes' signature baritone vocals, the album marked a departure from traditional soul music and established Hayes as a visionary artist. The album's innovative sound and bold experimentation set a new record for R&B music and cemented Hayes' status as a pioneer of the genre. Throughout his illustrious career, Isaac Hayes achieved numerous milestones and accolades. He won an Academy Award for Best Original Song for Theme from Shaft, becoming the first African-American to win an Oscar in the non-acting category. Hayes also earned multiple Grammy Awards, including Best Instrumental Arrangement and Best R&B Vocal Performance. His albums achieved commercial success and critical acclaim, and he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2002. Isaac Hayes' impact on music extends far beyond his own recordings. His innovative approach to songwriting, production, and arrangement influenced generations of musicians across genres. Hayes' cinematic soundscapes and lush orchestrations paved the way for the rise of funk and disco in the 1970s. While his socially conscious lyrics addressed issues of race, identity, and empowerment, his music continues to inspire artists and resonate with audiences around the world. 16. Sister Rosetta Tharpe. You may have never heard of Sister Rosetta Tharpe, but you definitely felt the impact of the woman widely regarded as the godmother of rock and roll. By her early 20s in 1938, she recorded Rock Me for Decca Records. This record proved to be one of the first to blend spiritual lyrics with secular rhythms, making a significant impact on both gospel and popular music. Her performances at venues like the Cotton Club and with Cab Calloway's band further showcased her unique style and brought her to a wider audience. Another pivotal moment was the 1944 hit Strange Things Happening Every Day, which is often cited as one of the first rock and roll records. Sister Rosetta Tharpe's impact on music is immense and far-reaching. She is credited with bridging the gap between gospel music and rock and roll, influencing a wide range of artists, from Elvis Presley to Little Richard, Johnny Cash, and Chuck Berry. Her innovative guitar techniques, including her use of distortion and fingerpicking, were groundbreaking and predated many of the sounds that would come to define rock and roll. Tharpe's bold, joyful performances and her ability to infuse spiritual themes with popular music elements paved the way for future generations of musicians. 15. Louis Armstrong. Satchmo, Pops, or just Louis. Louis Armstrong was a groundbreaking jazz trumpeter, vocalist, and one of the most influential figures in the history of American music. His unparalleled talent, innovative style, and charismatic stage presence revolutionized the genre of jazz and left an indelible mark on the world of music. Over the years, Louis mastered improvisational skills. In 1928, he put them on full display in his hit song, West End Blues. The recording featured Armstrong's dazzling trumpet solos and innovative scat singing, solidifying his reputation as one of the preeminent musicians of the jazz age. Louis Armstrong's contributions to jazz and popular music are unparalleled. He recorded hundreds of songs over the course of his career, including classics like What a Wonderful World, Hello Dolly, and Stardust. Louis Armstrong was one of the first ever major black pop stars. In 1963, Louis made history when at age 62, surpassed the Beatles, topping the pop charts. He set the record for oldest person to ever have a #1 song. Even his classic What a Wonderful World was recorded in 1967, but didn't break through the charts until 1987, almost 16 years after his death. Armstrong's innovative approach to improvisation, mastery of the trumpet, and distinctive, gravelly voice influenced generations of musicians and helped shape the evolution of jazz. Louis Armstrong's influence on music extends far beyond his groundbreaking recordings and virtuosic performances. As one of the first African-American musicians to achieve international fame and success, Armstrong broke down racial barriers and inspired countless artists to pursue their dreams. 14. Duke Ellington. What would music be without the Harlem Renaissance? Because where would music be without the Duke? The maestro of jazz, Duke Ellington epitomized the essence of musical innovation and sophistication. With his visionary compositions, masterful arrangements, and charismatic stage presence, Ellington redefined the landscape of jazz and left an indelible mark on the world of music. Duke Ellington's career came with the debut of his orchestra at the legendary Cotton Club in Harlem in 1927. The Cotton Club residency catapulted Ellington to national prominence and provided a platform for his innovative compositions and groundbreaking arrangements. His performances at the Cotton Club showcased his unparalleled talent as a band leader and cemented his status as a jazz legend. Duke Ellington's list of achievements is as impressive as his musical legacy. He composed thousands of musical works, including iconic compositions such as Take the A Train, Mood Indigo, and Sophisticated Lady. Ellington received numerous accolades throughout his career, including multiple Grammy Awards, honorary doctorates, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. His influence extended beyond the realm of jazz, shaping the course of 20th century music and inspiring generations of musicians. Duke Ellington's impact on music is immeasurable, transcending genre boundaries and reshaping the landscape of American music. His pioneering use of orchestration, the father of big band jazz. 13. Nat King Cole. Known for his smooth baritone voice, Nat King Cole became one of the most influential and beloved musicians of the 20th century. In 1936, he formed the King Cole Trio. Cole's piano playing was initially the highlight, but it wasn't long before his smooth vocals captured the public's attention. In 1943, he released his massive hit, Straighten Up and Fly Right. The single established Cole as a leading figure in the jazz and pop music scene. This success paved the way for his transition from jazz pianist to mainstream pop vocalist. His rendition of The Christmas Song in 1946 became a holiday classic and cemented his status as a premier balladeer. With his transition into mainstream in 1956, Nat King Cole became the first African-American performer to host a national television variety show, The Nat King Cole Show. Throughout his career, Cole recorded over 100 charting singles on the pop charts, including hits like Mona Lisa, Unforgettable, and Nature Boy. He received a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award and inductions into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Downbeat Jazz Hall of Fame. Nat King Cole's smooth, warm voice and impeccable phrasing influenced generations of singers across genres, from jazz to pop to R&B and soul. Cole's ability to blend jazz and pop elements helped bridge racial divides in the music industry and brought jazz to a broader audience. His pioneering role as a television host broke new ground for African-American entertainers in mainstream media. Cole's recordings continue to be celebrated for their timeless quality and emotional depth. 12. Ella Fitzgerald. The Harlem Renaissance was a cosmic boom of black culture. One of the stars that came out of that era was Ella Fitzgerald. Born on April 25, 1917, in Newport News, Virginia, Fitzgerald's pure tone, impeccable diction, and extraordinary improvisational ability made her a beloved figure in the world of music that made way for her titles as First Lady of Song and the Queen of Jazz. In 1956, Miss Fitzgerald released her first songbook album, Ella Fitzgerald Sings the Cole Porter Songbook. This album was the first of a series in which she interpreted the works of America's greatest songwriters, including George and Ira Gershwin, Duke Ellington, and Irving Berlin. The songbook series showcased her versatility and deepened her connection with the American public. These recordings were critically acclaimed and are considered some of the finest vocal jazz performances ever recorded. Ella Fitzgerald went on to record more than 200 albums and around 2,000 songs, earning her the title as the most recorded female artist in history. 11. Russell Simmons. Where would rap be without the godfather of hip-hop, Russell Simmons? Born and raised in Queens, New York, Russell Simmons found his love for music, but entrepreneurship would flourish with or without it. Thank the rap gods, Russell chose rap. In the early 1980s, Simmons co-founded Def Jam Recordings, a record label that would become synonymous with the rise of hip-hop. Def Jam played a pivotal role in launching the careers of iconic artists like LL Cool J, Run DMC, and Public Enemy, helping to propel hip-hop into the mainstream. Russell Simmons' list of achievements is extensive and varied. As the co-founder of Def Jam Recordings, he played a pivotal role in shaping the landscape of hip-hop music and culture. Early success came when his brother's group, Run DMC, released Raising Hell. The album featured the groundbreaking crossover single Walk This Way with Aerosmith and became the first hip-hop album to achieve mainstream commercial success, reaching platinum status and cementing Def Jam's reputation as a powerhouse in the music industry. Russell Simmons' impact on music cannot be overstated. Through Def Jam Recordings, he provided a platform for aspiring artists to share their stories and express themselves through music. Simmons' keen eye for talent and innovative marketing strategies helped to bring hip-hop culture to a global audience, forever changing the face of popular music. His influence extends beyond the realm of music, with ventures into fashion, film, and television, further solidifying his status as a cultural tastemaker. We are breaking down 30 of the most iconic Black figures in music. Let's continue. Next up, can we count it down for the hardest working man in show business? 10. James Brown, the godfather of soul, soul brother number one, and the one and only Mr. James Brown, was a pioneering force in the development of soul, funk, and R&B music. His electrifying stage presence, innovative musical style, and relentless work ethic earned him the title and made him a key figure in shaping modern music. A defining moment in James Brown's career was his performance at the Apollo Theater in 1962. The resulting live album, Live at the Apollo, released in 1963, showcased Brown's dynamic performance style and became a monumental success. This album solidified his reputation as a must-see live performer and a major force in the music industry. Another pivotal moment was the release of Papa's Got a Brand New Bag in 1965, which is often credited for pioneering the funk genre. James Brown's career was marked by numerous achievements. He had over 100 singles on the Billboard charts, including classics like I Got You, I Feel Good, It's a Man's World, and Sex Machine. Brown received multiple Grammy Awards, including a Lifetime Achievement Award, and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in its inaugural year, 1986. His influence extended beyond music to the civil rights movement, where his song, Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud, became an anthem for Black empowerment. James Brown's impact on music is immense. He is often credited with creating the foundation for funk music, characterized by its emphasis on rhythm and groove. Mr. Brown's music has been sampled a staggering 8,554 times, making him the most sampled artist of all time. Brown's innovative, dynamic, and commanding stage performances influenced countless artists across various genres, including Michael Jackson, Prince, and countless hip-hop artists. 9. Little Richard. Little Richard would be the first to let you know he was the greatest, most disrespected artist ever. So we are going to make sure he gets his due today. The architect of rock and roll was a groundbreaking artist whose flamboyant performance style and revolutionary music helped shape the sound and culture of rock and roll. Known for his wild stage presence, energetic piano playing, and powerful voice, Little Richard left an indelible mark on the music industry. His big break came in 1955 when he signed with Specialty Records and recorded Tutti Frutti, a song that catapulted him to fame. The release of Tutti Frutti in 1955 was a defining moment in Little Richard's career. The song's raw energy, innovative rhythm, and Richard's exuberant delivery set a new standard for rock and roll. Tutti Frutti became a massive hit, reaching the top of the charts and establishing Little Richard as a major force in the music industry. This song, along with subsequent hits like Long Tall Sally, Rip It Up, and Good Golly Miss Molly, solidified his status as a rock and roll pioneer. Little Richard's achievements are numerous. He produced a string of hit singles in the 1950s and 1960s, many of which became rock and roll classics. His influence extended beyond his own recordings, and his music inspired countless artists, including the Beatles, Elvis Presley, and Jimi Hendrix, who once played in Little Richard's band. Little Richard was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986, received a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, and was honored with numerous other accolades throughout his career. Little Richard's impact on music is profound. He played a crucial role in the development of rock and roll, blending elements of gospel, blues, and rhythm and blues to create a new electrifying sound. His dynamic piano playing, powerful vocals, and energetic stage performances influenced a generation of musicians and helped break down racial barriers in the music industry. Little Richard's flamboyant style and fearless personality also paved the way for future artists to express themselves more freely and boldly. 8. Aretha Franklin. There are a few queens in music, but they all paid homage to the Queen of Soul. Aretha Franklin was a groundbreaking vocalist whose powerful voice and emotive performances made her one of the most influential artists in music history. With a career spanning over 5 decades, Franklin's indelible mark on the world of soul, R&B, and gospel music remains unmatched. Franklin signed with Columbia Records in the early 1960s, releasing a series of albums that showcased her remarkable vocal range and versatility. A defining moment in Aretha's career came with her signing to Atlantic Records in 1966 and the release of her album, I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You. The album featured the iconic hit single, Respect, which became Franklin's signature song and an anthem for the civil rights and feminist movements of the era. Respect catapulted Franklin to superstardom, earning her the first of many Grammy Awards and solidifying her status as a cultural icon. Aretha Franklin's list of achievements is extensive, reflecting her unparalleled talent and influence on the music industry. She earned 18 Grammy Awards over the course of her career, including multiple wins for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance and Best R&B Album. Franklin became the first woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1987 and received numerous other accolades, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom and the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Aretha Franklin's impact on music is profound, with her soul-stirring performances and groundbreaking recordings, inspiring generations of artists across genres. Her distinctive voice, characterized by its raw power and emotional depth, transcended boundaries and touched the hearts of millions around the world. 7. Tupac. One of the most gifted songwriters and prolific artists music has ever seen, Tupac Shakur's impact on music and culture transcends generations. With his raw lyricism, poignant storytelling, and unapologetic social commentary, Tupac became one of the most influential figures in hip-hop history. His debut album, Tupacalypse Now, in 1991, showcased his lyrical prowess and addressed social issues such as police brutality, poverty, and systemic racism. He then rocked the world with his third studio album, Me Against the World, in 1995. The album, which debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart, solidified Tupac's status as one of the most formidable talents in hip-hop. It featured hit singles like Dear Mama and So Many Tears, showcasing Tupac's versatility as an artist and earning him widespread critical acclaim. But arguably his greatest piece of work came out in 1996, All Eyes on Me. His fourth studio album was his first release as a member of the infamous Death Row Records. The album would go on to be Tupac's best-selling album of his career. Throughout his career, Tupac achieved numerous milestones and accolades. He released multiple multi-platinum albums, including his The Don Illuminati, The 7-Day Theory, which was released after his death in 1996. Tupac was also a talented actor, starring in films like Juice, Poetic Justice, and Above the Rim. His impact on popular culture extends beyond music, with his influence felt in fashion, film, and activism. Tupac's impact on music cannot be overstated. Through his music, he gave voice to the struggles and aspirations of marginalized communities, addressing issues such as poverty, racism, and social injustice. 6. Prince. A lot of people claim to be kings, but there was only one Prince. Prince Rogers Nelson was a musical prodigy and boundary-pushing artist whose influence transcended genres and generations. With his flamboyant style, virtuosic musicianship, and innovative approach to music, Prince redefined what it meant to be an artist in the music industry. He released his debut album, For You, in 1978, showcasing his eclectic blend of funk, rock, R&B, and pop. Prince quickly gained attention for his dynamic stage presence and captivating performances, earning him a dedicated following. His iconic album, Purple Rain, released in 1984. The album, accompanied by a film of the same name, catapulted Prince into international stardom. Featuring iconic hits like Purple Rain, When Doves Cry, and Let's Go Crazy, The album showcased Prince's unparalleled talent as a musician, songwriter, and performer. Throughout his career, Prince achieved numerous accolades and milestones. He won multiple Grammy Awards, including Best Album and Best R&B Vocal Performance for Purple Rain. Prince also earned an Academy Award for the Best Original Song Score for the film Purple Rain. With over 100 million records sold worldwide, Prince remains one of the best-selling artists of all time. Prince's greatest impact might have been his willingness to stand up for artists. In 1992, Prince tried to buy his masters from his record label, Warner, but they refused. In a protest, Prince began to write "Slave" on his face and refused to be acknowledged by the name Prince. His willingness to stand against major record labels was a true testament to his belief in the works of artists. Prince's impact on music is immeasurable. He challenged conventions and pushed boundaries with his genre-blending sound, gender-fluid fashion, and provocative lyrics. Prince's fearlessness in expressing his individuality inspired countless artists and musicians across genres. His influence can be heard in the work of artists ranging from Beyoncé to Bruno Mars, demonstrating his lasting legacy in the music industry. Prince's untimely death in 2016 was met with an outpouring of grief from fans and fellow artists around the world. However, his music and legacy continue to resonate with audiences today. 5. Clarence Avant, the Black Godfather, often referred to as the Black Godfather, is a legendary figure in the music industry, known for his influence and groundbreaking accomplishments. His impact extends far beyond music, as he has played a pivotal role in shaping the careers of countless artists and executives. Clarence Avant began his career in the music industry in the 1950s, working as a manager and producer for artists such as Little Willie John and Lalo Schifrin. He later founded Sussex Records, where he signed artists like Bill Withers and Rodriguez. Avant's keen business acumen and fearless approach to negotiations quickly earned him a reputation as a formidable force in the industry. A defining moment in Clarence Avant's career came when he founded Taboo Records in the 1970s. Under his leadership, Taboo Records became a powerhouse label, launching the careers of iconic artists like the SOS Band, Alexander O'Neal, and Harrell. Avant's ability to identify and nurture talent solidified his legacy as a visionary leader in the music business. Throughout his career, Clarence Avant has achieved numerous milestones and accolades. He has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and received the Grammy Trustees Award for his contributions to the music industry. Avant's influence also extends beyond music, as he has been a trailblazer in the fields of entertainment, politics, and philanthropy. Clarence Avant's impact on music is undeniable. He played a key role in breaking down racial barriers in the industry and paving the way for African-American artists and executives. Avant's mentorship and guidance have inspired generations of music, producers, and industry professionals, shaping the landscape of popular music for decades to come. 4. Stevie Wonder. Music creates worlds of wonder, belief, and inspiration. Some of the most magical pockets of music ever were created by one of the most visionary artists of all time, Stevie Wonder. A musical genius and prodigy whose talent knows no bounds, Stevie's remarkable career spans over 6 decades, during which he has become one of the most influential and beloved figures in popular music. Stevie Wonder burst onto the music scene as a child, signing with Motown Records at the tender age of 11. Despite being blind since infancy, Wonder's musical prowess was evident from the start, as he effortlessly played multiple instruments and wowed audiences with his soulful voice. He had a #1 song by the time he was 13, with the hit Fingertips. Along the way, he also wrote #1 hits for fellow artists like Smokey Robinson, Marvin Gaye, and the Supremes. Stevie dominated the 1970s when he asserted creative control over his music and released a string of critically acclaimed albums. Albums like Talking Book, Inner Visions, and Songs in the Key of Life showcased Wonder's evolution as an artist and solidified his status as a musical innovator. His ability to blend soul, funk, and jazz with socially conscious lyrics set him apart as a true visionary in the music industry. Stevie Wonder's list of achievements is as impressive as it is extensive. He has won a staggering 25 Grammy Awards, including a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Wonder's impact on music has been recognized with inductions into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Additionally, he has received countless honors for his humanitarian efforts and activism. Stevie Wonder's innovative approach to songwriting and production has inspired generations of musicians across genres. Wonder's ability to infuse his music with messages of love, hope, and social justice has resonated with audiences around the world, making him a beloved icon of popular music. His timeless hits continue to be celebrated and cherished by fans old and new. Stevie Wonder is revered as a musical virtuoso and a beacon of inspiration. His extraordinary talent, coupled with his unwavering commitment to social change, has left an indelible mark on the world of music and beyond. As a pioneer, innovator, and humanitarian, Wonder's legacy will continue to inspire and uplift generations to come, ensuring his place as one of the greatest artists of all time. There have been countless Black artists and executives who have contributed immeasurable art to the craft. Music is subjective, and this list is just our opinion. List your top 3 impactful artists, the music artists that changed your life. 3. Berry Gordy. Berry Gordy's journey in the music industry began in the late 1950s when he founded Tamla Records, which would later become Motown Records. Drawing inspiration from his experiences as a songwriter and his passion for music, Gordy set out to create a record label that would appeal to diverse audiences while showcasing the talents of Black artists. With little more than a dream and determination, he transformed a small Detroit-based label into a global powerhouse that would define an era. By the turn of the 60s, Motown was firmly established, with Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Diana Ross and the Supremes, and the Temptations leading the pack. Motown was a movement of Black excellence. With hits like Please Mr. Postman by the Marvelettes and Shop Around by the Miracles, Motown quickly gained a reputation for its distinctive sound and polished production. Gordy's innovative approach to artist development and marketing revolutionized the music industry, setting new standards for success and paving the way for future generations of Black artists. Under his leadership, Motown Records produced an unparalleled string of hits that dominated the charts and shaped popular culture. Gordy's keen eye for talent launched the careers of iconic artists such as Diana Ross, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, and the Jackson 5. His contributions to music have been recognized with numerous awards and accolades, including induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Berry Gordy's impact on music is immeasurable. His commitment to quality and innovation transformed Motown into a global phenomenon, influencing countless artists and genres. Gordy's emphasis on songwriting, choreography, and stage presence set a new standard for performance and presentation in popular music. Motown's signature sound, characterized by its catchy melodies, infectious rhythms, and soulful vocals, continues to resonate with audiences worldwide, ensuring Gordy's legacy as a pioneer of Black music. Berry Gordy is celebrated as a visionary leader and trailblazer in the music industry. His unparalleled success with Motown Records not only elevated the careers of Black artists, but also shattered barriers and challenged stereotypes. Gordy's enduring legacy as a champion of Black excellence and innovation continues to inspire future generations of artists, entrepreneurs, and music lovers alike, cementing his place as one of the most influential figures in the history of popular music. 2. Michael Jackson. We've covered queens, godfathers, and a prince, but in music, there was only one king, and he was born in Gary, Indiana. Michael Jackson is arguably the most iconic and influential figure in the history of popular music. With a career spanning over 4 decades, Jackson's impact on music, dance, and culture is unparalleled. From his early days as a child prodigy with the Jackson 5 to his record-breaking solo career, Jackson's talent and groundbreaking artistry captivated audiences around the world. Michael Jackson's musical journey began at a young age as part of the Jackson 5, a group formed with his siblings in the late 1960s. Signed to Berry Gordy at Motown Records, the Jackson 5 quickly rose to fame with hits like I Want You Back and ABC. But it was a young Michael's exceptional vocal talent and dynamic stage presence that captivated audiences. As he matured, Jackson embarked on a solo career in 1971, but he didn't release his debut album, Off the Wall, until 1979, which set the stage for his meteoric rise to superstardom. The Quincy Jones produced project featured classic hits Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Rock With You, and She's Out of My Life. However, it was when the two reunited for Michael Jackson's second solo effort with arguably the best album of modern times, Thriller, in 1982. Featuring iconic tracks such as Billie Jean, Beat It, and the title track, Thriller, the album became a global phenomenon, breaking numerous records and solidifying Jackson's status as a cultural icon. With its innovative music videos, groundbreaking choreography, and infectious melodies, Thriller remains the best-selling album of all time and a testament to Jackson's unparalleled talent and creativity. Thriller alone would garner MJ 8 Grammys, including Album of the Year. Throughout his career, he amassed countless awards and accolades, including a total of 13 Grammy Awards and multiple Guinness World Records. His influence extended beyond music, as he revolutionized the art of music videos with groundbreaking works such as Thriller and Billie Jean. Jackson's humanitarian efforts, including his support for various charitable causes, further cemented his legacy as a global icon and philanthropist. Michael Jackson's impact on music is monumental and far-reaching. His innovative blend of pop, R&B, funk, and dance revolutionized the music industry, inspiring generations of artists across genres. Jackson's electrifying dance moves, including the iconic moonwalk, set new standards for performance and choreography. His influence on fashion, style, and visual presentation transformed the way artists approach music videos and live performances. Jackson's music continues to resonate with audiences worldwide, transcending boundaries of age, race, and culture. Michael Jackson is remembered not only for his unparalleled talent and artistic vision, but also for his indelible impact on popular culture. Despite facing personal challenges and controversies throughout his life, Jackson's music and legacy endure as a testament to his enduring influence and cultural significance. He remains an eternal symbol of creativity, innovation, and the power of music to unite and inspire people around the world. 1. Quincy Jones. For over 70 years, Quincy Jones has had his fingertips on just about every piece of great music, whether directly as a producer or composer, to simply a mentor, consultant, or inspiration. The legendary figure in the music industry is celebrated for his multifaceted contributions as a musician, composer, arranger, producer, and record executive. Quincy Jones began his musical journey at a young age, learning to play the trumpet and eventually studying music composition and arranging. His early career saw him working as a jazz musician, playing with renowned artists such as Lionel Hampton and Dizzy Gillespie. Jones's talent and versatility soon caught the attention of record labels, leading to his work as an arranger and conductor for artists like Frank Sinatra and Ray Charles. Mr. Jones was one of the first African-American executives of a major U.S. record label, becoming vice president of Mercury Records in 1964 at just 28 years old. A jewel in his crown is definitely his works with Michael Jackson. As a producer, he led two of MJ's greatest projects, including 1982's Thriller. Jones's visionary production helped elevate the album to unprecedented heights of success, earning it widespread critical acclaim and a record-breaking number of awards. The collaboration between Jones and Jackson yielded some of the most iconic songs in music history, cementing Jones's reputation as a masterful producer and tastemaker. Quincy Jones's list of achievements is staggering, reflecting his extraordinary talent and influence across multiple genres and mediums. He has won 28 Grammy Awards, making him one of the most decorated artists in Grammy history. Jones's prolific career includes producing iconic albums for artists such as Michael Jackson, producing award-winning film scores, and composing timeless music for television shows and commercials. His contributions to music and entertainment have earned him an induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the NAACP Image Awards Hall of Fame, among other honors. Quincy Jones's impact on music is immeasurable, spanning jazz, pop, R&B, and beyond. His innovative approach to production and arrangement helped shape the sound of countless artists and albums, influencing generations of musicians. Jones's collaborations with Michael Jackson in particular redefined the possibilities of pop music, blending elements of funk, soul, and dance into chart-topping hits that continue to resonate with audiences worldwide. Beyond his work in the studio, Jones's advocacy for diversity and inclusion in the music industry has paved the way for future generations of artists and creators. Quincy Jones is revered not only for his unparalleled talent and musical genius, but also for his enduring commitment to excellence and innovation. His contributions to the world of music and entertainment have left an indelible legacy that continues to inspire and influence artists across genres. Jones's boundless creativity, unmatched work ethic, and unwavering dedication to his craft have earned him a place among the pantheon of music legends, ensuring that his influence will be felt for generations to come.